Have you ever wondered how to make one of these combs with chains draped in between? In this video, I will show you how you can create this beautiful, classic hair accessory at home. So, here's what you're going to learn in this tutorial. First, I'll teach you how you can make 4 different branches using varying types of wire wrapping techniques. Then I'll show you how to cut jewelry chain to create the draping and how to attach them to the hair combs. And finally, you'll learn how to attach the branches to decorate the hair comb. Here's all the materials needed for this hair accessory. You can find the materials down below in the description box. You can use whatever style and color of beads and chain you would like. So let's get started. All the branches can be made with the same 26 gauge wire, and all but one of them requires 60 centimeters of it. Start by making this branch with pearl beads. Take your 60 centimeter piece of wire and measure 20 centimeters from one end. Bend the wire there. Take a 4 millimeter pearl bead and slide it down to where you bent it. Start turning the bead around, twisting the 2 wires together until you have about 1.5 centimeters of it. Then bring a second bead down the left side wire and place it near the branch, leaving about 1 centimeter space between the bead and the stem. Continue twisting the wire, leaving 0.5 centimeter in between each offshoot of the branch. Add another 4 millimeter pearl to the right side of the branch. Now, continue making the branch using 6 millimeter pearls. The other measurements are the same as before. Add 2 more 6 millimeter pearls to the branch. Finish the branch by twisting the wires a couple of times. You'll need 2 of each branch to create 2 small hair combs. Now continue by making the second branch. You'll need to cut 60 centimeters of wire. Measure 20 centimeters from one end of it. Add an oval crystal bead and twist the wire, forming 1.5 centimeters of it. Now measure 1.5 centimeters and bend the wire down towards the stem of the branch. Turn it around in between your fingers, creating some twisted wire with a small loop at the end. You'll use that loop in a bit to attach rhinestones to the branch. leaving half a centimeter in between each offshoot of the branch, like with the first one you made. Form another loop on the other side of the branch. Then add 2 oval crystal beads on alternating sides of the branch. Form another loop for a rhinestone. Now, let's move on to attaching the rhinestones to the loops. Using your chain nose pliers, gently press on the sides of the loops, making them more of an oval shape. Next, you'll need some B7000 glue. It's a strong transparent glue and it has an initial set time of 5 to 10 minutes. And it fully cures in about 24 hours. Place the rhinestone in the center of the loop after you have applied a layer of glue around it. Let them dry for at least 10 minutes before turning the branch around and adding a second layer of glue to the back of them to make sure they are secured. I recommend leaving the branches to dry overnight before continuing to work with them. Now, make the third branch using 2 different sizes of white oval crystal beads. Use the same measurements with it as you did with the first 2 branches. Form about 1.5 centimeters of twisted wire after the first bead on each branch. Then leave about 1 centimeter space between each bead and the stem of the branches. Here's how the third crystal branch looks like. Then I'll show you how you can make a branch with crystal beads with a horizontal hole. Cut about 70 centimeters of wire. Measure 20 centimeters from one end. Put the wire through the horizontal hole on the crystal. Start wrapping the wire around the bead above the other wire. Wrap it around the bead 2 or 3 times and then bring the wires back together. Start to turn the bead around, forming some twisted wire encasing the bead in place. The same measurements apply to this branch as the other ones. Add 6 of these crystal beads to the branch. To finish up, form about 1 centimeter of twisted wire to the end of the branch. Finally, let's make 2 clusters of pearls for the combs. Cut 40 centimeters of wire. Put a 3 millimeter crystal bead on the wire and slide it down to the middle. Bring the wires together and turn the bead around a couple of times. Put both of the wires through an 8 millimeter pearl. Separate the wires and add another small crystal on one of them. Bring it to the base of the pearl. Bring the wires together and twist them a couple of times. This will encase the pearl, preventing it from sliding down the wire. Now add a 3 millimeter crystal followed by a 6 millimeter pearl and another small crystal and slide them down. Then take the end of your wire and pass it back through the hole on the pearl bead. Don't put it back through the holes on the crystal beads. Continue by bringing the wires together and twisting them a couple of times. Now repeat the process until you have a cluster with 3 8 millimeter pearls and 2 6 millimeter pearls. Make 2 of these clusters, 1 for each hair comb. Now that you have the clusters and branches, you can move on to cutting the 3 chains for the hair comb. You'll need 3 different lengths of the chain. Bring your ruler out and measure 20 centimeters for the first one. Cut the chain with your side cutters. Now, cut the next chain about 2 centimeters longer, so 22 centimeters long. You'll need about 24 centimeters of chain for the third one. Then cut 2 10 centimeter pieces of wire. Put the ends of the 3 chains through the wire. Twist the wires together a couple of times to encase the chains in. Take one of the hair combs and wrap the wire between the first and the second tooth of the hair comb. Snip off the excess wire and press the ends down with your chain nose pliers. Take the second 10 centimeter piece of wire and put it through the other ends of the chain. Attach them to the other hair comb just like you did with the first one. how to attach all the decorations to the hair comb. Bring out the 4 branches and the cluster that you made before. I've already done the other side to speed up the process. This is how you can do it too. Start with the branch that you made with the horizontal hole crystals. Position it at the side of the comb. Wrap the wire tightly around the comb's teeth to secure it in place. Snip off any excess wire. Now take the branch with the glued on rhinestones and place it next to the first branch, slightly overlapping it for a layered effect. Again, wrap the wire around the comb's teeth to secure it. Continue by adding the branch with the white crystals to the other side of the hair comb. Then attach the last branch with pearl beads. You can make more or fewer branches for the comb, depending on how full you want your design to be. And finally, you'll need to attach the cluster of pearls to finish up your hair comb. Wrap the wires tightly around the comb in opposite directions from each other. Cut off the excess wire. Once everything is secured, use your fingers to gently adjust the branches and beads until you're happy with the shape. And there you have it, your own draped chain hair comb. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.